Hello everyone, welcome back to another Conqueror's Blade video. Since we are closing to the end of Season 15, I wanted to make an updated guide for Longsword and Shield class. So let's get to it. First, let's talk about attribute points. There are two ways for this class. You can either go full toughness, so you can have around 40k in maximum health, or you can go half and a half in health and in damage. And by the way, you don't need to put any points in armor. If you have decent gear, you will have around 900 in all defense attributes. So there is no need to put any more points on defense. Above 850 on all defense are fine. You don't need that much more. And as you can see, my stats, I have above 35k in maximum health and above 900 on all defenses and around 1800 on slashing damage and 950 on blunt damage, which is the damage that you use for your ultimate skill. As for the gear and weapon and the runes that I have on them, I'm gonna quickly show you, so you can pause the video if you want. For the weapon, I have both Dragon Blood and Archangel, which are the blue schematic and epic schematic versions of this weapon. But I got some good stats on the reforged version of the Dragon Blood, so currently I'm using this one. The runes that I use for this weapon are as followed. You can pause the video if you like, but the important one is the one that all your allies will take 6% less damage for 8 seconds when you use your healing ability. For helmet, I'm using these ones. For body armor, these ones. For the boots, these ones. And for my bracers, I'm using these ones. And as always, the most important stat that you should look for in the crafted gear is leadership. And after that is health, especially for this class. Now let's talk about the skills. I'm still using the same skills that I had on my last video that I made in, I believe it was Season 9. But I'm going to show them quickly. So for the first skill, I'm using With Valor, which you can use this skill up to 5 times, and on the last attack you will have a kick that will daze the enemy, CC the enemy. As for my second skill, which I would say is the most important skill for this class, is Mercy of Heaven, which is a healing skill. And it was changed last season, so now it's combined with Nightly Vows. And you no longer need to put them into 2 different slots. They are both in the same slot, so you can use Mercy of Heaven and Nightly Vows basically with one skill. And generally it's best to use Nightly Vows and Mercy of Heaven every 8 seconds, so you can get the 6% less damage buff which you had the rune for weapon. For the third skill, you can either use Martial Prowess or Counter Attack. Both of them will get you out of CC. As you can see, removes dazed and knockdown effects. Both are the same. But Martial Prowess has a shorter cooldown and has a debuff on the enemy when you hit them, while Counter Attack has a longer cooldown but has more damage. So it's up to you. And lastly, as for my ultimate skill, I use Clash of Shields, which you can knock down enemies, and you can also get unit kills, especially archers, because they have low defense and low HP. So you can easily kill an entire unit of archers with this ultimate skill. And that's about it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.